Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
We are reading from Sri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse number 70. World enchantress Radha, who is filled with amorous prowess, who's beautiful, restless.
Why she is world enchanter? Because Krishna is doing this. Krishna is a world enchanter. He attracts whole universe. And the Krishna, she attracts. So, she is world enchanter because Krishna is attracted by her. And whole world is enchanting, attracts to Krishna. And Krishna is attracted by her devotion and love to Radha. So she is the enchanter of the world enchanter. Who enchant the world, he enchants to that person. That's the beauty of Radhika. And why Krishna is enchanting by her? That to learn. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, what is the reason in Radha, what is the beauty of Radharani, that he enchants, Supreme Lord enchants, he becomes mad, he starts dancing, he attracts. What is the reason that? For that we have to follow her, to learn from her. Without following, 1 minute I will not learn that. Follow means, I want to walk with you, I want to learn with you, I want to be with you, to understand you, your feelings, understanding. 5 minutes you cannot understand anyone. 24/7 you have to walk in that mood to understand. I want to understand my Gurudev, I have to walk with him, I have to feel with him, I have to live with him, I have to understand him, I have to relate with that circumstances. Then I understand my Guru. If I do something, he do something, how I will understand? I have to forget my all doing business to follow that way, what he wants, to understand him. When I start preaching, traveling whole world, I was Indian. Indian has no time, no meaning, no words, no value. And if you go traveling, you have to be time, you have to words, value, meaning of your words, your time, value. I say secondary other thing is spiritual thing. First I have to learn this value of the time, value of the words, value of the meaning. Because when I will travel with others, how they will recognize me? If I have no value of my words, then I start learning with Paramadvaiti Maharaj, sitting and learning. I give full time with him and watching him. What is the way of him? What is how to learn? And I one time practice to make this. Next time again I practice with him. Whole time, seriously, I want to follow like him. Then I start traveling like him. Without learning, you cannot do anything. You have to change your mode in that mode. So if you want to learn Radhika's mercy, I have to leave my whole desire, false identification, to learn from her. That is Radha Darshan. We have to ego, we have to finish my ego. If I will keep ego, then I will not learn. And when I have no ego, want to learn, I have to come out from false ego. That is my constitutional position, to learn something, right or not?
Right.
And then we learn, we follow that. That is Radha Dash. Desire has to be there. Then why Guru is first to do that? This is the way to reach to Radha Dashyam. Guru is the way. If the Guru will not, and I will not do with my Gurudev, I cannot do in human practice if I not behave like that. I cannot practice it spiritually. When Radhika is not with me, how I will practice that? Physically I have to practice to learn in a human way. I still not forget. I was in Colombia and he was in the temple president there, and I have to stay in one room in his guest house. He bring to me there. He is so nice manager. I was so impressed with his management and organization. I cannot forget. Then I say, I need water. Then he asked, agua, agua? I don't know what he asked me. I said, no, water. No, agua. Agua is the water. I said, no, water. So like this. So he arranged me water. But I see it's so responsible and well organized. In the city center, the temple was there. Gauranga, what is the name of that temple? Nitai.
They say go Nitai, but we said no, I said Nitai.
Yeah. So he was the first time I see. Then America I see. And America also, he was living in the Brooklyn, is the highest place in the New York City area. Long Island. And he has a big house, palace, big picture hall, 5 beautiful cars, boating, big cinema hall in that. All beautiful. Swimming pool. And all he is doing. I said, never leave this place. The best place for you. But he don't like. But he is a very organized person, very capable. Paramadaji Maharaj has so nice persons with him. Impossible to find one place all like this. I don't know how mercy comes to me. But when there is a spiritual missing, then everything is there, but nothing is there. So a spiritual life is very important. It's not working without that. It's all empty. So following to Radhika is very important. When we follow to the material things, my puja, my ego, my famous, my name and fame, it never works. When we follow to Radharani, means love for Krishna, it will always work. Love for God, love for humanity, it is going to work. So this is the way of a spiritual life. So we have to follow to Radhika. This is the first line. Because he is the attractor of, enchanter of whole world.
World enchantress Radha, who is filled with amorous prowess. who's beautiful,
Not only this, she is the most beautiful. Why your mind is become crazy for small beauty? She is the most beautiful. There is no comparison with anyone with her. Yeah.
who's beautiful, restless, reddish, sidelong glances,
Beautiful,
restless,
restless. Why restless? Why? When you are beautiful, restless, not good? Yes. She is restless only for Krishna. He cannot live. His eyes is restless. His body is restless. His feeling is restless. How to find Krishna? Restless. Only one is there. Where is the world enchanter? She is restless to catch them.
who's beautiful, restless, reddish, sidelong glances indicate a festival of astonishing, clever pastimes, of thoughtful contemplation that are like the agitated waves of an ocean of most blissful love rasa. She blissfully dwells in a temple in Vrindavan. World enchantress Radha, who is filled with amorous prowess, whose beautiful, restless, reddish sidelong glances indicate a festival of astonishing, clever pastimes, of thoughtful contemplation that are like the agitated waves of an ocean of most blissful love rasa. She blissfully dwells in a temple in Vrindavan. After cooking for Krishna in Nandishvara and seeing Krishna heading to the forest to tend his cows, Srimati returns to Yavat with her girlfriends. There, Kundalata hands Radha back over to Jatila and says, "O venerable lady, I have brought your daughter-in-law back. Take her. I protected her so carefully that even Krishna's shadow could not touch her. And see how many valuable ornaments Queen Yashoda has given her after seeing her expert cooking." Jatila becomes very happy when she hears Kundalata's words and orders her daughter-in-law to prepare herself for going to Surya Kunda to worship the sun god there. for the economical benefit of her son. All the gopis are very happy to receive that order, and they go home to take a little rest. Sripada is blessed there with the personal service of Srimati. Shri Krishna now wanders in the forest, tending his cows, and remembers Shri Radhika's stunning beauty while admiring the beauty of Vrindavana. Just to attract Shri Radha to her lake, Shri Radha Kund, Krishna begins to play his enchanting flute. That flute song enchants all the moving and non-moving creatures of Raja and appears before Srimati as Vamshidhari's crystallized form. Srimati then holds Vishaka's hands and laments as follows. O friend, the waves of the nectar ocean of Krishna's beauty are inundating the gopis' mountain-like hearts. His beautiful and joking words please their ears. His limbs, that are cooler than millions of moons, soothe their burning limbs. And the nectar stream of his fragrance and the ambrosial taste of his nice lips inundate the whole world. In this way, the Prince of Raja attracts all my 5 senses.
What is our 5 senses? See?
Our 5 senses, working senses, and senses to acquire knowledge. The working senses is hand, feet, the genitals, the eyes, and the ear. These are the working senses. And the 5 senses for inquiring about knowledge is these other 5 senses. The tongue, the nose, the skin, eyes and ears. Eyes and ears.
Yeah.
Seeing how unsteady Srimati is, her girlfriends arrange for her abhisar. While Srimati rushes out, floating on the waves.
Balram is here. Say what you want. What? Chit Buddhi, Chit, I forget,
What?
5 senses. Mara Chit Buddhi, Ahankar, like this 5 senses. Now I don't remember. Go.
While Srimati rushes out, floating on the waves of deep, passionate love for Krishna, Sripada, in his kinkari form, follows her like her shadow.
What is kinkari form? One is my material form, physical, and one is my inner constitutional form of the soul. Soul has also form. That constitutional form is a kinkari form. Like one constitutional that I will make relation with Krishna as his friend. I will make Krishna relation like a mother and he is my son. I will make relation with Krishna like father is my son. I make relation with Krishna like a gopi, then I am one of the gopi for Krishna. That is gopi bhav. So this constitutional form make the constitutional, my soul make the constitutional form. The divine relation. This is a divine relation, not physical. But our nature always to see material. When we leave our constitutional position, then we calculate with material form. Then we everything calculate in a material way. Real constitutional position, we never cannot see that.
That's why it's good to meditate on the colors, no?
Huh?
That's why it is good to meditate on your colors.
Meditate in your relation.
And on your
Meditate in your relation. That relation will make you constitution. If you have a relation with Radha Mohan, one, you will start developing your constitutional form. Because of the relation, then color will also require. My body, my clothes also required, because how I relate to cover him also with clothes. So I also relate to cover with my clothes in spiritual position, constitutional body. But without relation, nothing works. When I will develop relation, everything will start moving. When I have no relation, it will never move. One Ishtadev can give constitutional position. Without Ishtadev, constitutional position not come. Gurudev mercy and your relation with Ishtadev will give you constitution.
Will give you what? Constitution?
Spiritual soul position, nature. Nature of the soul and the form of the soul. Form. You will see your form, a spiritual form. That's a constitution. But without fixing one point, it's not happening. Like one lady fixed with his one husband. There are many men, but she never goes to every man. She fixed with his husband and she goes only with that man. So similarly, relation from the constitutional position from the soul is like this. Is fixed in relation. My relation is fixed. And that relation becomes divine.
Guru Nishta, Ishtanistasya, what Nishta?
Guru Kripa. Guru Nistha is also good, but Guru Kripa, Sarup is come. Guru Kripa, not Sarup, how come? If Guru has no Sarup, how you will get the Sarup? If I make the Guru who has no Sarup, how you will get the Sarup? Because he has empty. He never practiced this. And one Gurudev is practicing, living the sadhana. He has this, then he can give. He can show to do that, and when I will try to do, I can get it. But if I don't try, he cannot do it. He can give the mercy that you do one step, you will get the result of 10 steps. But mercy can possible to receive when I will move for that. Huh? Yeah. Go on.
Sripada, in his kinkari form,
Yeah.
follows her like her shadow.
Yeah. Kinkari form, following like a shadow. Yeah.
Wherever Srimati casts her glances in the forest, she remembers Krishna.
They see, this is happening. Read this life. Again, repeat this life.
Wherever Srimati casts her glances in the forest, she remembers Krishna.
Why? Again, first line. Before this, 2 lines above.
Seeing how unsteady Srimati is, her girlfriend arranged for her abhisar.
No.
While Srimati rushes out, floating on the waves of deep, passionate love for Krishna, Sripada, in his kinkari form, follows her like her shadow. Wherever Srimati casts her glances in the forest, she remembers Krishna.
Radha. So you understand? Radha.
Krishna Mai, Krishna Yara, Antara Bahira. Jaha Jaha Netre Pode, Taha Krishna Spure. Krishna Mai means that she sees Krishna on the inside and on the outside. Wherever her eyes fall, there she sees Krishna. Here, Srimati is called Prema Nanda Rasaika Varidhi Mahakaloka Malakula. Means how many waves of Prema Rasa aren't there, playing in this great ocean of loving ecstasy.
Yeah.
This ocean of loving ecstasy is an ocean of Mahabha.
Yeah. Go. Radha. Read again.
Srimati. While Srimati rushes out, floating on the waves of deep, passionate love for Krishna.
Passionate love, madness. When love becomes mad, nothing, other thing you can see it. When the mind becomes fixed for one thing, how to get it, how to find it, that is passion. No other desires are there. That is passion. If I will not get it, I cannot do other things. That is passion. Everybody tests this passion. So I remind you to come to feel it. This passionate love of Radhika is not for other thing. This love for Krishna she has. She is so mad, so mad. Where she see, only every place she see Krishna. This is the passionate love of her. Where her eyes goes, she see Krishna only. Tree she see, and she see Krishna because it's dark. Anything what you see, sky, blue, she see Krishna. Yamuna, when she see, is a Krishna. What is this? Krishna is this? No, he's a Yamuna. He's a sky. But the passion is so high that she see Krishna. She is so passionate. She cannot see that she is a river. This is a sky. This blue is a cloth of Sadhvi. No. She see Krishna is covering to him. She see like this. She is so passionate with all the circumstances of Krishna. She is so involved there. Right? She see Rasa, this black and golden. She see Radha, golden and black Krishna everywhere. And Japa, red, is a passion of Radha and Krishna. Blouse is red, passion of Radha Krishna. Everything is Radha and Krishna. How she is passionate, you can feel it. Radha, go on.
And Shripad, in his kinkari form, follows her like her shadow.
And that is the beauty of the mercy of the Manjari. When we follow Radhika, my Manjari Sarup is there, then we follow that feeling of Radha. Before I don't understand the word of passion, but now today I understand the real word meaning of the passion. When I have a Manjari form and I am following to Radhika to see her feelings. Today I understand the real meaning of it. That is Manjari. Radha. Use of this word. Right use of this word. Right meaning of this word. Right feeling of this word. Right understanding of this word. Yeah. Because of the mercy of my Swami Radhika, she is so with us. Right? Yeah.
Wherever Srimati casts her glances in the forest, she remembers Krishna.
We have to develop this rati in the lotus feet of Swami. When I see anything, I remember Radhika. Because our Manjari Sarup can do only this. And when I will be always with Manjari Bhav, with Radhika, I can feel Radhika, how she is feeling with Krishna. How she is. So at the same time, I will relish myself. I will relish Radharani. And I will relish how Radha is relishing with Krishna. Wow. Sri Radha, Radhe Radhe Go